What's up, gang? It's your girl, the Lab Girl, and I am doing a pop quiz video for you guys. Now, my apologies because I was sitting here recording some other content, and I know that I did not give you guys enough time to even try to make it to this pop quiz video. But the great thing about going live is that you guys can actually play this back whenever you have time. I wanted this to be a live thing for you guys to where you actually can be interactive with me and actually put your comments in the comment section. So I'll just wait a few minutes to see if you guys will show up. Okay, so if you guys start coming in a little bit later, then that's fine, or you can catch this on the replay. But I just wanted to test out me giving you guys a pop quiz or a live pop quiz. So you guys know what to do. If you're entering this video later this evening or tomorrow, whenever you guys have a chance to get around to know that I'm actually live, then feel free to put your answers down in the chat, but or quiz yourself, because what I'll do is I'll ask the question and then I can go ahead and give you guys the answers. But just let me know if these types of video, if they're helping you guys study for the ASCP. Again, disclaimer. I'm sorry, guys. Like literally, I was like, let me do a pop quiz real quick because I don't know when I'll have time later this weekend. So let me go ahead and do one for you guys now. So number one. Let's see. Okay. This is a good pop quiz question. Amyloid can be demonstrated with Congo red, Mayer Musi carmine, Crescel egg violet, or Alcian blue. And I'll read that again. Amyloid can be demonstrated with Congo red, Mayer Musi carmine, Crescel egg violet, or Alcian blue. Give you a few seconds so you can think about your answers. And while you guys are thinking about your answers, how are you guys doing today? It is Saturday. It's raining. And I was like, let me just go live real quick. But you guys do know that we got the Lab Girl Circle episode 1 out for you guys. So you guys check that out. If you want to be a part of the Lab Girl Circle podcast, definitely let me know. You can email me at thelabgirlcircle@gmail.com. And how is studying going? I hope studying is going well for you guys. I do want to be more involved in more study sessions, and I will get on a better time schedule to be able to, quiz you guys. So I'll get on a better time schedule for that. And we can figure some things out. All right. So let's go ahead and go to the answer. So amyloid can be demonstrated with Congo red, Mayer Musi carmine, Crescel egg violet, or Alcian blue. If you chose Congo red, that is correct. The Congo red stain demonstrates amyloid. The other stains listed will not. So if you chose amyloid or Congo red, you are correct. All right, the next question. A good control for the Mayer mucicarmine stain is kidney, appendix, spleen, or liver. A good control for the Mayer mucicarmine stain is kidney, appendix, spleen, or liver. And let me just make a note in the comments, just in case you guys know to put your answers down in the comments section. And let me know too how you guys did on the pop quiz. And what I'll do is, again, I'll make sure I come up with a better date and time to do a pop quiz or do pop quiz videos with you guys. I am adding a pop quiz for those who are taking the HTL. That pop quiz video will be posting soon. My goal is to edit it tonight, and then or early in the morning I can post it for you guys at least by tomorrow or Monday the latest. All right, so your next question is a good control for the Mayer mucicarmine stain is kidney, appendix, spleen, or liver. So put your answers down below or write your answers down, quiz yourself, and let me tell you exactly what the answer will be. All right, so the answer is going to be appendix. And that's because acidic mucins are present in the goblet cells of the appendix epithelium. Therefore, it is a good control for the mucicarmine stain. The other tissues listed do not contain mucin. I know whenever I was in Orlando, one of the students who, her and I have a good relationship, she was telling me whenever I do my next set of study sessions with you guys to try to include pictures. So it's kind of hard for me to actually include pictures because that's a little bit more time that I will actually have to be able to upload pictures. But I will figure out a way to do that. The only thing is I just don't know which pictures really, will appear on the ASCP. So I'll actually have to take some time to actually screenshot the pictures, and then I'll include them in the live sessions. But I think by you and I doing these sections, or us doing these live study sessions, I think it'll help out because I am also thinking about you guys actually joining me on the live, like as a group. You don't have to show your face, just like I have an avatar here. And then we can also, that way you can actually talk with me. We can actually you can actually answer the question in real time. So that is something that I'm actually looking forward to as well. I have so many ideas. You guys just bear with me because I have so many ideas, and I'm just trying to, come up with new ideas and recreate new things. So this next study session or next session of lives can be a little bit more hands-on, and you guys can actually come on the screen or show, or just be a part of the live, and not just me talking, but we can all have a group of people, and I can pop quiz you guys actually live. So I think that's a good thing. All right, so let's go ahead and go to your next question. So I think we're on question number 3. Okay, the Ginza stain is most satisfactory if the pH is between 5.6 and 6.0, 6.0 and 6.4, 6.4 and 6.9, 7.0 and 7.5. The Ginza stain is most satisfactory if the pH is between 5.6 and 6.0, 6.0 and 6.4, 6.4 and 6.9, 7.0 and 7.5. pHs are really important in neuropath, especially. I do a lot of pHing of certain reagents and antibodies. So pHing is a very important part of my everyday routine. especially when I'm doing muscle enzymes. So it's really important to know the pHs, especially of like the formaldehyde or, things like if something needs to be pH. So definitely put this down as a question that may show up on the ASCP because I'm pretty sure it showed up on mine. So let me go ahead and get the answer for you guys. All right, so the answer is the pH of the staining solution is critical and ideal, should be adjusted for different fixatives. Sheehan and Harpchek recommended a pH between 6.4 and 6.9. So the answer was C, 6.4 and 6.9. What I really like about doing these study questions with you guys, because one, it helps to jog a little bit of my memory because I haven't been in special stains in quite some time. I'm normally used to just the enzyme histochemistry and pH and what I'm used to doing in muscle enzyme histochemistry. So to be able to go over these things, like I just remember, like, oh my god, like how could I remember and write things down for special stains, because I know this is a huge chapter, when passing the ASCP. So I predict me doing a lot of lives and a lot of study sessions and just trying to come up with different ways and opportunities for, me to help you guys study or, to come up with these pop quiz questions. So I'm on your side. I just have to have the time and the memory. Okay. So you guys bear with me. And I'm actually giving you guys some pretty general questions right now, since this is my first pop quiz, because I didn't give you guys enough time. But it is a pop quiz. Pop quiz is normally like, okay, class, put your books away. We got a pop quiz. And that's exactly what I did to you guys. So don't hate me. All right. Next question. Hematoxin becomes a dye only when it is used progressively, is oxidized, influences the isoelectric point of proteins, is polychrome. Hematoxin becomes a dye only when it is used progressively, when it's oxidized, influences the isoelectric point of proteins, or is polychrome. What you guys think? Now, this could be a tricky question. All right. So the answer is B. Hematoxin becomes a dye only when it's oxidized. Oxidation is really key. And the answer to this is hematoxin is not a dye, but by oxidation to hematin, it becomes a weak anionic dye. So the answer is oxidized. All right, let me go ahead and find your next question. I hope you guys are enjoying the live so far. If you are, make sure you thumbs up this live, guys, so I know whenever you guys watch this that you are getting benefit out of this live, and also YouTube knows it as well. All right, so I do want to let you guys know at the end of this quiz, I'm going to give you a problem solving quiz. Okay, so that way, if you're looking to take the HTL, then you're going to have more problem solving quiz questions on the HTL. So that would be your final question, which will be a problem solving question. So let me go ahead and give you another question here. All right. So the combination of a dye and a mordant is called a base, accelerator, lake, or buffer. The combination of a dye and a mordant is called a base, accelerator, lake, or buffer. What you guys think? If you guys are now joining me, you guys know to go ahead and put the answers down in the chat or just write them down for your own studying purposes because most likely these questions will appear on the ASCP. All right, so I hope you guys chose a dye lake. The combination of a dye and a mordant is called a lake. Thus, oxidized hematoxylin plus a metallic mordant and plus a metal hemantin lake. So if you answer dye lake, then you are correct. All right, so this is a good one. Which of the following is a good example of a polychrome stain? I do know that these type of questions will appear on the ACP one way or another, whether you took it the first time and you didn't pass it, it'll probably show up on your second time taking the ASCP or your third time taking the ASCP. So, which of the following is a good example of a polychrome stain? Alcian blue, Congo red, Gimza, or Kenyan? Let's go ahead and make a disclaimer, you guys. If I am butchering the name, do not judge me, okay? It's been a long time since I've been in special stains, so do not judge me, okay? So the following is a good example of a polychrome stain: Alcian blue, Congo red, Gimza, or Kenyan. Which one do you guys think? Also, too, as you guys are going through this live and answering, these questions here, I know I'm giving you guys the answers because I know that once I give you guys a pop quiz questions, like within the next like day or so, you guys are always looking for the answers. And I sometimes don't have enough time to actually go back and look at the video and get the answers for you guys. So this is a good way for me to actually quiz you guys and give you the answers within the same video. But going forward, I will make more changes. I'll actually do the video, do the questions, and then within the same video, I'll be able to go ahead and I'll provide you guys the answers. So that way you guys don't be waiting on the answers. Another way that I quiz you guys also, too, I do pop quiz questions on the community tab. So if you are following me, just hit the community tab on my page and check for daily pop quiz questions there and polls so you can go ahead and participate in those. If you feel like it's something that you would like for me to elaborate on, just say if you are having some issues with special stains or processing, fixation, any of those chapters, and you would like for me to consider, some pop quiz questions, feel free to let me know in the community tab under any one of my posts. Or you can let me know if you follow me on social media on Instagram at the Lab Girl Circle at gmail.com is also my email. So you guys got plenty of ways to reach me to let me know, hey, Shanika, I'm working on this, I'm working on that, or I'm having some issues with this, or I need a study pop quiz for this. I'm pretty sure that if you need it, then someone else may be needing it in the same area because anytime I talk with any of you guys or ask any of my guests, what was the main focus of their studying, it was definitely special stains and definitely fixation. So this is just a way that I can help you guys study because I know when I was studying, I didn't really have anyone to help me. And I'm not saying that it's not because they didn't want to help me, but it's because these words are just like, one, they're hard, and two, you want to be able to really focus and rewrite the question and understand what you're studying. And that's a lot of Frida, understanding what you are studying, because I've been there. So yeah, if you guys want any specific type of chapter, when I put these polls out, you guys need to vote and let me know, because that's the only way I know, I'm giving you guys what you truly need to be able to pass the ASCP. All right, so we got a few more minutes, you guys, because this is a 30-minute study session. So let me go ahead and get you a few more questions. And on that note, please, if you join the live, do not forget to thumbs up this live, okay? So YouTube knows that you enjoy my content, and that way I know that you are enjoying this live study session. So go ahead and give your girl a big thumbs up. So let me go ahead and get your next question for you. All right. Which type of metal salt serves as the mordant in Weigert hematoxylin? Iron, aluminum, mercury, or tungsten? Which type of metal salt serves as the mordant in Weigert hematoxylin? Iron, aluminum, mercury, or tungsten? All right, the answer is the mordant in Weigert hematoxylin is an iron salt, ferric chloride. Thus, this hematoxylin is used when followed by acidic solutions because it resists decolorization when acidic stain in solutions. So, which type of metal salt serves as the mordant in Weigert? It will be iron. All right, and let me see. We got time for at least two more questions. This is a fun one. I remember this being on ASCP. Romanowski type stains are combinations of acid and base dyes, two neutral dyes, two basic dyes, or two acid dyes. Romanowski type stains are combinations of acid and basic dyes, two neutral dyes, two basic dyes, or two acid dyes. If you're making flashcards, you guys, you definitely want to put that question on your flashcard. What I noticed whenever I was making my flashcards, I literally went through the book, and anything that I remotely thought was going to be on the ACP, you really have to say like everything's going to be on the ACP, honestly. But I do remember this question, the Romanowski type stains. So if you're making flashcards, you definitely want to put that on there. So Romanowski type stains are combinations of acid and basic dyes, two neutral dyes, two basic dyes, or two acid dyes. You can put the answer in the comment section down below as you're taking this quiz on the playback, or write the answers down for your own flashcards, or write, just make a note that these type of questions are going to be on there. And let's go ahead and get to the answer. All right, let's see here. Okay. The answer is going to be acid and basic dyes. Romanowski type stains are a combination of the basic dye methylene blue and the acid dye eosin. So Romanowski, acid, and basic dyes. Okay. And I know this would definitely be on the ASCP, at least on one of your guys' tests. The Fuglin reaction demonstrates DNA only, RNA, both DNA and RNA, or phosphoric acid groups? The Fuglen reaction. Because these questions that I'm actually pop quizzing that you these questions I'm actually pop quizzing you guys on. These are the basic these are the foundations of the H&E, the nuclear and cytoplasmic staining. So that chapter, whenever you're studying H&E, I want you guys to dissect every little thing you can about that chapter, because that is your first slide. So H&E staining, the Fuglen reaction, Romanowski type stains, what type of pH should the formalin be at, or what does the hematoxin do? Is it, what type of dye is it? Like all those basic things, that covers the basic H&E, because that will be the stain that you will look at first whenever, especially when you're QCing, or you're new as a histotech, and the H&E is the first stain that the pathologist sees. So definitely focus on the nuclear and cytoplasmic staining chapter. That's really, really important. So that's the reason why I'm starting pretty much here with these questions. All right, so we're going to do the Fuglen reaction. Definitely make a flashcard on this. The Fuglen reaction demonstrates DNA, RNA, both DNA, RNA, or phosphoric acid groups. Give you guys a little bit of time. What do you guys think? Write it down on your flashcard or put it down in the notes if you are watching me on the replay. Just let me know. All right, so the answer to that will be DNA only. Only DNA is demonstrated with the Fuglen reaction. The molecular structure of RNA is different, and hydrolysis and hydrochloric acid does not occur as it does with the DNA. Thus, RNA is not demonstrated. So whenever you're making your notes or making your flashcard, you can put Fuglen reaction DNA. That should be pretty simple for you to remember. Probably me, I was thinking about anytime I seen Fuglen, I just thought of my DNA. So that's how, I wouldn't think anything else. So it's going to be demonstrating DNA only. Okay, now for the final question, because it's been a 30-minute pop quiz, and I want to stick to that because I want to make sure we don't go over. So let me go ahead and give you guys I don't want to say troubleshooting type of question, but I'm going to give you guys a more problem solving question. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Okay. This is great because these type of questions can be mistaken for processing questions, fixation questions, and that's why I really suggest you guys study your technical notes and problem solving skills, because whenever that test comes and they show you a picture and you have to do the process of elimination, you want to make sure that you understand like which one is a processing, which one is a fixation, and which one can possibly be a special stains problem, because they'll trick you. Romanowski's acid and basidize combination. Acid. Good job. Yan Pan. Good job. Okay, so let me go ahead and give you your final question, your final pop quiz question for special stains in the H&E chapter. H&E stain sections show very uneven staining, with some areas of the slide well stained and other areas unstained. Now, if you have ever looked at your H&E slides, say in class, or if you're a newer histotech, or if you watch me and you are a seasoned histotech, whenever you see the uneven staining, what could that be? What could cause that, right? So H&E stain sessions show very uneven staining, with some areas of the slide well stained and other areas unstained. These results indicate that most likely the staining solutions were too dilute, sections were cut too thin, paraffin was not completely removed, or sections were overfixed. So while I let you guys think about that, I'm going to try to break these down to where, how, if I was a new person taking the ASCP, you know, how would I break this question down to where I would not choose the wrong question? So let me just repeat the question. H&E stain sections show very uneven staining, with some of the areas of the slide well stained and other areas unstained. These results indicate that most likely the staining solutions were too dilute, sections were cut too thin, paraffin was not completely removed, or sections were over fixed. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of time to think about what could cause some of the slide or some of the sections to be unstained and some of the sections to be well stained. All right, so we go through the answers here. You can put the answers down in the chat, or you can just make a mental note or write it down on your flashcard. So if you get a slide and some of the sections were stained really well, and you get a slide that others were unstained. So let's go through the possible answers here. So staining solutions were too dilute. So I'm only assuming, when they're saying staining solutions were too dilute, I'm thinking of maybe the reagents need to be changed, right? That's what I'm thinking. They were too dilute. Maybe there's water in some of the reagents, or alcohol, or something that's making the reagents not as, they're making the reagents weak. If I'm just a new person reading these answers. Okay, let's go to the next answer, possible answer. Sections were cut too thin. Now, there is a possibility you can have thick and thin sections. That is true. So, I don't know. We'll come back to that one. Sections were cut too thin. Yeah, I really don't know. You could tell a thick and thin section. But at this moment, if I'm thinking about a H&E, I don't think that will make some of the sections unstained, right? So I would probably go ahead and remove the answer I will cross eliminate that answer. All right. Paraffin was not completely removed. So paraffin wasn't completely removed. I would probably say at the time of deparaffinization. So if there was some deparaffinization, if deparaffinization wasn't complete, then that probably has an effect where it microscopically it would show that that section wasn't staining good, because how could it? Because there was still paraffin in the tissue. And the last possible answer is sections were over fixed. Now, if you were thinking about that question, that's a fixation question. Sections were over fixed. So if we're thinking about, something not showing up in the H&E, because it says H&E stain sections show very uneven staining. So we got into the part to where the sections were already fixed. So I wouldn't even choose that one. So right there, I would eliminate sections were over fixed, because that would mean that you would need to go back to study fixation. What does tissue look like if sections are not fixed, or they're over fixed? That would mean the chromatin pattern wasn't, crisp and things of that nature. So think about sections that were under fixed and over fixed, right? Staining sections were too dilute. You could probably see like maybe the hemotoxin didn't show up probably as crisp either, or maybe a different color. That means maybe it wasn't as strong whenever it went through the H&E ESM. So within these two answers, I would probably choose either paraffin was not completely removed, or I'm gonna say sections were overfixed, because if I can think back with the overfixation and underfixation, you may think about, like I said before, how sections may not they may not appear crisp, or some chromatin pattern may be missing, or things of that nature. So I think I would have probably cross eliminated staining solutions were too dilute and sections were cut too thin. But in this case, the answer will be paraffin was not completely removed. And that's probably doing deparaffinization of the section. So that is it for your troubleshooting H&E question. Once again, this was a pop quiz, so I apologize if you guys was not completely aware of my pop quiz, but we will do more soon. If you guys got any questions regarding my pop quiz, you got any suggestions, you got any topics that you would like for me to cover in the histology quiz or histology book, please feel free to let me know either here on this live, email me, reach me. You guys know how to reach me. That is it for your pop quiz, you guys. If you are taking your test soon, good luck. If you got it scheduled, good luck. And I will see you guys in my next pop quiz video. And thank you for joining. Bye.